Welcome back here to AJ McClung Memorial Stadium here in Columbus, Georgia, as we are moments away from kickoff between Columbus United FC and Tennessee Soccer Club out of Nolensville, which is just outside of Nashville. Of course, Tennessee has been known for Major League Soccer with Tennessee Nashville SC, who has had success in Major League Soccer. And this is the second year for Columbus United FC. First year in USL 2. I want to remind everybody that all single game tickets are now on sale through our official ticketing partner, Sports Illustrated Tickets. For game information, promotions, and to reserve your tickets, visit ColumbusUnitedFC.com. As the fans starting to pile into AJ McClung Memorial Stadium, we got Mayor Skip Henderson in the building as well. It's a big sporting event here in the Fountain City. And just an outstanding venue. Last year, Columbus United FC played at Kinnett Stadium, which is located in northern Columbus. That's where most of the high schools in Columbus, Georgia, play football. But because AJ McClung is owned by the city, they have a little bit more freedom to sell certain beverages at concessions. And they wanted also that tailgating atmosphere. Earlier today, some fans were tailgating out in the parking lot, and now they're about to pile into AJ McClung Memorial Stadium. It looks like a decent crowd. Hopefully the heat didn't turn people away. I know that it's been hot all day today. We'll have the players that will line up on the field, as it's a tradition in soccer for the players to line up, and they'll have a youth player with them side by side, and that is a great tradition in soccer that has been going on since the test of time. And I tell you what, with the World Cup coming to the United States next year, the soccer frenzy is going to get even bigger in this country. I cannot wait for that. But for those of you who don't know the tier of USL 2, this is Tier 4 soccer. It is semi-pro / amateur. In the next tier, we had several players from last year's team that got promoted up to Tier 3. And, of course, Tier 2 is USL Pro, and those are the developmental teams underneath the Major League Soccer teams. Columbus United home games are the best sports entertainment deal in town. Advanced tickets are only $10 for adults, $8 for youth, and free parking. When you attend a game, you'll enjoy great scofflaw beer, canned cocktails from Stir Up Trouble, Pepsi products, fun promotion, and fans can get to Memorial Stadium to tailgate with your favorite tailgate and drinks. Support local soccer and these great young men pursuing their professional soccer dreams in Columbus. And as far as the high school scene in soccer, we've had several local teams here in Columbus, Georgia, that has made deep runs in the state playoffs. Last night, the Shaw Raiders, a high school located in North Columbus, fell in the championship in Macon. And then we had both the girls and boys soccer team from St. Anne Pacelli, which is a private school in Columbus, reach the semifinals of the Georgia Independent Athletic Association. And then Calvary Christian, another private school, advanced to the semifinals on the road last night. And the Brookstone girls, who won the championship last year, advanced to the semifinals. So they say that this is a soccer town. And we've got some great club teams here in Columbus, including CYSC and Concord Fire South. A lot of these players grew up playing soccer in Columbus. There is a mixture of some international players as well. You got some homegrown talent as well. And that's the vision from the owners, J.D. Hester and Michael Hitchcock, as they were some of the first soccer players in this city that had a vision to bring outdoor soccer to Columbus. And then the hiring of general manager Eleni Hitchcock, who is the youngest general manager in soccer history. Has had an impact and has come on and done a great job with this club, and we are just super excited. And we are moments away from kickoff between Columbus United FC and Tennessee SC. Tennessee SC so far on the season is 1-0. They have already played a game, as they played a game against looking at the USL schedule in the South Central Division. They have already beaten Apothos FC 2-1. That was on the 14th of May at Silverback Stadium over there in Norcross, which is just outside of Atlanta. We've got two other matches going on today. Birmingham Legion FC is taking on Southern Soccer Academy. That is going to be in Marathon Park. We've got Dothan United hosting Montgomery United FC at Rip Hughes Stadium. Columbus United will travel on the road on May the 21st. They will take on Birmingham Legion FC 2. And then they are back home next Saturday. And it is 80s night presented by Pepsi to celebrate the first state championship won by Columbus youth team in 1987. We are rolling back the prices to 80s pricing and hosting fun promotions to honor the Columbus United 73 team. Many of the members are part of the current ownership group. The match will feature Columbus United versus Dothan United. Stay tuned for announcements about 80s night presented by Pepsi. June 4th, we are taking on Apathos FC on Ted Lasso night presented by Scofflaw Brewing. The first 1,000 fans will receive a free Ted Lasso-inspired mustache. Tickets are on sale now. Plan to join us for a fun night when we take on the former NPSL national finalists, Apothos FC from Atlanta. Join us for great Scofflaw beer and a great soccer match. Columbus versus Atlanta. All right, we'll step aside here as you're watching Columbus United and Tennessee FC on Sports Engine Play. As you can download the free app and set up a free account to live stream any USL soccer match. And we are presented by Georgia Alabama Sports Live, which is a live streaming company based out of the Columbus, Georgia area. We cover semi-pro and high school athletics. Coaches and players are going to be taking the field, and we will have kickoff coming up. But we will step aside and take a break here as you are watching Columbus United FC and Tennessee FC here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. All right, as the public address announcer announces the starting 11 for both clubs.
Number 24, Nick Gettridge. Number 12, Nikita Hayes. Number 23, Eric Villatoro. Number 4, Lillian Pichel. Number 8, Evans Dapa. Number 6, Valentine Fontaine. Number 10, Andy Melendez. Number 7, Tetsunari Fujishiro. Number 15, Nick Harshaw. Number 11, referees Justin Harris, Robert Benj. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to AJ McClung Memorial Stadium for tonight's 2025 Columbus United home opener, presented by Synovus. It's Youth Investment Night. Tonight's match
It is Youth Investment Night, presented by Synovus, the home opener.
Tennessee SC. First 500 fans who entered the stadium tonight received a free autograph poster
Columbus
courtesy of
United.
Synovus. Be sure to join us after the match for post-game
Taking on
autograph
Tennessee
rally.
SC.
Thanks Synovus for your support, and welcome to hundreds of Synovus employees and your families for joining us tonight.
You got the captains at the
Ladies and gentlemen,
center
tonight's
field.
ceremonial first kick is being performed by Jason Connolly. Jason is the director of private wealth for Synovus.
We have a first kick. Jason Connolly
Jason, your kick sets the tone for Columbus
gonna-
United tonight. So no
going to
pressure,
take it,
son.
and the general manager, Elaney Hitchcock, is going to set it up for him. And he's going to try to kick it. And there you go.
Well done.
It's USL2 soccer here in the Fountain City, live at AJ McClung Memorial Stadium.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Holdridge, the very first Columbus native to start for Columbus United. First of many more, we hope.
As we get ready to go, Columbus United in their red jerseys with the gold lettering. Tennessee SC in their white jerseys with the blue lettering. We've got Dennis Hayes. I'll get ready to kick it off for Columbus. Along with Nicholas Harshaw. They're over at midfield. Hogan Walker, forward for Tennessee SC. The starting 11 also includes Nikita Hayes and Lillian Fischel. And we are underway here at AJ McClung Memorial Stadium. It's Columbus United FC, Tennessee SC. Just underway, and that is a header by Nick Gettridge, quickly thrown in. Good touch on the ball by Hogan Walker. And a throw in coming up for Columbus United. The header by Riley Barrett. Back to the keeper. And Vincent Sanchez takes care of that. And here comes Tennessee SC. There's a pass and a header by Columbus United. A little collision and another header by Valentin Fontaine. Little bicycle kick. Let's see if Columbus United can get some pressure and get the possession. There really has not been any team that's controlled time of possession early. They're just trying to get possession, and we get two players, Elik Vilantro and Joe Mullane, all tied up. And we're going to get our first free kick coming up for Columbus United. And taking this free kick is Lillian Fischel. Over to that back line, Valentrino. And pushing it up the field. We got a breakaway, an opportunity here for Nicholas Harshaw. And right to the keeper. It stays in bounds. Sanchez is going to Roll it over to Carrillo. See if Columbus United can get some pressure on the ball. Trying to move it into space. And a header by the keeper. They're trying to play it. Good touch. He crossed a defender, and then it goes to the back line for Tennessee SC. Trying to get a formation. There's really nothing there, and Columbus United defense solid. Let's see if they can get a pass without getting offside. A good move and a good touch by Joe Mullane. And then getting it taken away is Andrew Elliott. Mullane, Elliott almost got a handball. And then a United player gets taken down. That's still in play. And a nice slide tackle by United. Pushing it up, and here comes Columbus United, and that is going to be a throw-in coming up for United. We're live here at AJ McClung Memorial Stadium early on here in the first half. United not really pressing. They're just trying to feel out the possession. Near side over to Fontaine. Back to the keeper. He just lets one fly. And a header. And there comes United pressing. And a keeper ball. We're going to take it. And that's Brino Zanola, the goalkeeper for Columbus United. On the pressure, looking across. Had a golden opportunity as Tetsunari Fusario had an opportunity. Now he has the ball in space. Passes it. Spin move. Out of play. That was intended for Nakia Hayes. And now here comes Columbus United on a throw-in. Back over to Fischel. Taking it is Evans Duffa. He was on the team last year. Fischel. Pass over to Fontaine. Fujishiro lost it, and now Tennessee SC now with it. Hogan Walker gets tripped up. Trying to keep it in play. Ref whistles a throw-in coming up for Tennessee SC. You can hear the fans with waving the flags, banging the drums. This is an incredible fan base that United FC has built in its second year of existence. That's going to be a trip up by Valentin Fontaine and Samuel Muteri. Fontaine slow getting up. Here in the 5th minute, early on, a free kick coming up for Tennessee SC. Tennessee SC 1-0 on the season. They won against Apothos FC 2-1 back on May the 14th. And that's in the box. And a header by United. Nicholas Harshaw. Here comes a throw-in for Tennessee. Columbus United's defense has got to step up. Solid defense here with Tennessee SC with an opportunity to make a play. And the throw-in is coming into the box, and that's going to be keeper ball. Zanola, no problem scooping up that one. He's got some options here. He's going to go ahead and thought about just rolling it to a player, but he passes it over to that far side. Columbus United trying to push it up the field. Tennessee SC just keeping touches on the ball, but swarming defense, nothing but red jerseys. And now here comes United trying to press on a slide tackle and out of play. It's a good job by Evans Duffa. We had an impact on last year's team. Columbus United in the NPSL last year, making it all the way to the Final Four. And they decided to change leagues, and this is their first season in USL 2. In the South Central Division, they will take on Birmingham Legion 2 on May the 21st, and they're back here next Saturday against Dothan United. Most of the crowd here at AJ McClung is on the press box side. There's a cross. Oh, just off the mark, and a goal kick for Tennessee SC. As they have decided to sit on the side with the most shade. Pretty packed, and in fact, see the Calvary Christian head soccer coach, Coach Matt Orr, who's here in attendance. Congratulations to them for making it to the semifinals of the GIAA soccer state playoffs. Is high school soccer wrapping up in the next couple of weeks. SC, good touch. Trying to create space. A little too high, and that's going to be a whistle. And a free kick coming up for Tennessee. Taking this free kick will be Jack Barine. Header. United gets it out of there. Trying to play it off the knee. Trying to keep a good touch on the ball. Near side now to Tsunarni Fujiro. There'll be a throw-in coming up for United. 9th minute of the match, scoreless. Live from AJ McClung Memorial Stadium. Don't forget, you could watch all broadcasts of the USL on NBC Sports Engine Play. Here comes Columbus United FC. They do not have the numbers. Now they do on the breakaway. Looking to cross. Turning up the field, and a save by the keeper. Vincent Sanchez just put his fist out, and now Tennessee SC with a little momentum on the breakaway, and now Columbus United able to get it back. Looking to cross. Deflected. Played off the chest. Back to that back line. Over to the midfield position, Lillian Fischel. Over to the near side, Fontaine. Back to Michelle. Good touch. Over to Fushiro. Fushiro, middle of the field. Tennessee FC is not pressing. Here, let's see if Columbus United can get maybe a momentum trying to get it. And now that's going to be, almost got a goal by Joe Malone, who noticed that the goalie was out of the box and decided to get a freebie. And that just missed the goal by a couple of feet. Columbus United, they got a break there. That pass is over to the far side. Plenty of space. Dribbling up the field. And out of play, a throw-in coming up for Tennessee SC. And we want to thank everybody watching us on NBC Sports Engine Play. You can download a free account and watch all live streams. That's a save by Vincent Sanchez. It's another shot on goal for Columbus United. That's 3 shots on goal so far in the match. Sanchez was right there. And then that's Nick Gettridge with a touch and a whistle. And a free kick coming up for Tennessee SC. Tennessee SC based out of Nolensville, just outside of Nashville. That cross is headed into the box, a header. Off target. Can United get it out of there? Bicycle kick goes back, and that's taken away by Columbus United, and they have a little breakaway, a little bit of momentum coming up for Nicholas Harshaw as he pushes it up the field. Got to watch the offsides. Tennessee SC just trying to switch it up. But that back line is just trying to stay solid. Columbus United not pressing. Let's see Tennessee get a little aggressive here. Gettridge trying to get it out of there. With space, a good dribble skills, and now United with some space on that near side. Michelle back over to Fontaine. Villantra over to Gettridge on the far side. Gettridge right to the keeper. I think Gettridge was just hoping for a pass. And Sanchez eats it up. Almost a turnover right in the middle of the field. Good touch, trying to avoid the offsides, and a nice header by Villatrano. And here comes a breakaway for Columbus United. Racing to the ball, and a slide tackle by Alejandro Carrillo. And he is slow getting up, but he might have saved an opportunity. And he is slow getting up now. As the clock continues to run, now we have the conversation of how much stoppage time is going to add it on at the end of the first half. It's a second season for Columbus United FC, their inaugural season. They played their games at Kinnett Stadium, and they were in the NPSL. They wanted to change the venue because they wanted to be closer to Midtown where all the facilities are. We have the Columbus Civic Center. We also have Synovus Park. We have South Commons Softball Complex. There's a lot of history in this stadium, but a lot of history in this city, as this was also the home to the 1996 USA softball matches in the 1996 Olympics. And it's also Golden Park, now Synovus Park. And a lot of history here at AJ McClung Memorial Stadium with Tuskegee and Morehouse Classic, and also the Fountain City Classic between Albany State and Fort Valley State. We used to play college football games here between Georgia and Auburn. That's right, to Sanchez. That was just an easy play by Vincent Sanchez. And that is a header by Viltrano. Gettridge. Oh, that pass was intended for Harshaw, and Viltrano back to the keeper. Over to the near side, Fischel. Some touches. Back over, Gettridge playing off the chest. And a pass. Over to Fontaine. Back over to Fischel. Turns up the field. Fischel. That pass right in the middle of the field. Back over to Duffa. Evans Duffa. Got some fancy footwork skills. Is patrolling that midfield like he did last season. And that shot on goal is off the mark, and a goal kick coming up for Tennessee SC. Want to remind everybody, thank you for watching us on NBC Sports Engine Play. Fans can join the official away game watch party at Highside Market on 13th Street. Come and hang with our Columbus United players who do not travel to Birmingham, the front office, and other fans for every away game. It's Columbus versus all y'all in 2025. And Columbus United will take on Birmingham Legion 2 on the road, May the 21st. United trying to keep possession. Over to the back line. Filtrano racing it to try to save it. Over to Fischel. Back over to Dafa. Trying to push it up, seeing if there could be a play, but there's a deflection. That is Tetusanari Fushario, and that sails out of bounds, and a throw-in coming up for United. '18th minute of the match. It's still scoreless between Columbus United FC and Tennessee SC. Fischel. Back out Nikita Hayes. Over on that far side, trying to control it, and it sails out of bounds, and a throw-in coming up. Fontaine going to take this throw-in. Over to Harshaw. Turning up the field. Shot attempt, and that's off the mark, and that sails into that green grass, the hill over there, and so keeper will get a new ball, and it'll be a goal kick for Tennessee SC. Columbus United FC has had 3 shots on goal so far. Tennessee SC has not had a shot on goal. At least one that was on target. They have kicked it near the goal, but in the stat sheet is not counted as a shot on goal. Nikita Hayes. That was a 50-50 ball and almost lost it. A nice play by Gettridge. And a good touch by Dennis Hayes, and a takedown. And that's going to be a free kick coming up for Columbus United. You hear it from the fans. Not warranted for a yellow card, but the ref is going to keep an eye on that player. Here comes Hayes looking to cross. Back over to the back line. Fischel. Fushario. Over to Velatro. Gettridge, touch, back over to Velatro, midfield. Over to Evans, Dafa. Fischel with a touch. Back out to Fushario, deflected. Racing to it. And that's going to be off of Columbus United, a throw-in for Tennessee SC.
A special thank you to Pepsi
that,
for your support of Columbus United and sharing our vision for growing the beautiful game.
And they've had a lot of helpers out here, especially several members of the youth club soccer teams in the area, kind of helping with loose soccer balls that go flying out of the stadium. But they have plenty of soccer balls to make sure they're not chasing after them. Here comes a throw-in coming up for Columbus United. Gettridge, far side. Over to Dafa. There's a pass that sails out of bounds, a throw-in coming up for Tennessee. And they want to try to think quick here, and just nothing but red jerseys. Great defense by United. Racing to it, and they have to take it back to the keeper. And they really had no choice there because Joe Malone was just putting pressure on the United defenders. Now Gettridge with the touch. Passes it up the field, still in play, and now it rolls out of bounds. That was off of Tennessee SC. Quickly, United trying to get a throw in. Trying to get space. Good touch. Evans Dafa. Back out to Dafa. Over to Gettridge. Plenty of space over here for Lillian Fischel. Hayes. And that one was stolen by Pierpoint. Rossi. Dafa with the deflection. And Columbus United going to try to set things up. Back over to Viltrano. And Tennessee SC not pressing. United had some opportunities for a breakaway. We're right now in the 23rd minute. Columbus United has had the closest scoring opportunities, but the more touches they get on the ball, and Gettridge with the speed trying to push it up the field. Oh, and Columbus United almost got that taken away. And that is open space, turning up the field for one Samuel Muteri. Over to the near side. Santiago Rossi crossing in the box. That was intended for Joe Malone, and that is out of play. Dafa was intended for Fischel, and that's going to be a throw-in for Tennessee SC. As both teams play in the South Central Division. This is the first year for Columbus United FC. And that is going to be keeper's ball. He got out of the box, playing aggressive. And let's see if Columbus United can play a little aggressive. That pass was just off the mark. It was out of play, and it'll be a throw-in for Tennessee SC. Over to that back line, near side, pushing it. And looking to cross, and a slide tackle there by Veltrano. He broke up the momentum. That was Joseph McMahon who had an opportunity. And now that throw-in comes in. Here's McMahon, shot, and it's off. Goal kick coming up for Columbus United FC. We are live here from AJ McClung Memorial Stadium. Pretty decent crowd here to witness history tonight. First game in the USL 2. At historic AJ McClung Memorial Stadium. We will be back here next week, taking on Dothan United. Lillian Fischel with the touch. Over to Villatoro. Back out to Gettridge. Gettridge trying to pass it. And the keeper, that'll be keeper's ball. I think Gettridge was just trying to make a play, trying to get his teammate possibly to time that pass perfectly. And now here comes Columbus United. Evans Dafa, middle of the field. Dafa gets tripped up, and he is down on the ground. That's going to be a free kick coming up for Columbus United. Not sure if that's going to be warranted for a yellow card. But that's just outside the goalie's box. And so this free kick There's a couple of opportunities that Columbus United could have on this set piece. It looks like taking this free kick as Tennessee SC's building the wall here in the 27th minute of the match. Still scoreless from AJ McClung Memorial Stadium. Trying to see how Columbus United is going to play this one. Free kick coming up for United. And it's deflected. As that was taken by Fontaine. Defa looking to cross, gets tripped up again, and that will go out of play, no whistle. Evans Defa is slow to get up. And both teams feeling a little chippy out there. We have not had any yellow cards yet. Well, we'll see how the refs will call this game. And the refs are seeing what we're seeing up here, that these are just clean tackles. And usually they'll issue those yellow cards if it's egregious. But it will be a free kick for Columbus United. Kick in the box, header by Tennessee SC. And it's going to take a back spin. And Fusharo is going to put it in the box. There's a header. Oh, it just missed. Oh, and Evans Duffa. He was going toward the ball like he was going to try to kick it. And that was a quick throw in, and Tennessee SC with the possession. Now back to United. And now we got another Columbus United player down on the field. Slow to get up is Valentina Fontaine. And another free kick for Columbus United. Scoreless in the 29th minute of the match. Valentina Fontaine to take this free kick. And that is off the mark, and a goal kick coming up for Tennessee SC. So Valentina Fontaine, he tried to aim for the goal. Usually these strikers, they can score goals outside of the goalie's box. They want to try to go for upper 90. They try to place it in a position where the goalie can't get to it. But sometimes it's just a tight window. And now here comes Tennessee SC. And it's a foot race to the ball, and that's going to be a throw-in for United. And a header that goes into the midfield. Tennessee SC coming up with possession. And nothing but red jerseys on that defense. And that's a clean tackle, no call. Now here comes Tennessee SC. An opportunity here. Near side, looking across. McMahon in the box, and that's in for a goal. And the goal scored by Hogan Walker. In the 31st minute, Tennessee SC leads 1-0. That was drawn up by Samuel Muteri, who pushed on the field, went for the cross. Hogan Walker was there to put it in the back of the net. And Tennessee SC leads 1-0. So now the strategy will change a little bit. Down a goal. For the majority of the first half, Columbus United FC had the possession. They had the shots on goal. But Tennessee SC had a breakaway, and they took advantage. And the kickoff by United. And it goes out of play. Throw-in coming up. Defa. That pass out of play. Throw-in Tennessee. That pass was intended for Nakia Hayes. Don't forget, Columbus United is going to be on the road May the 21st against Birmingham Legion 2. That will be in Birmingham. Their next home game will be next Saturday against Dothan United. That was stolen by Viltrano. Taken down, and then they have the whistle.
Thanks, Synovus, for your support of Columbus United Youth Investment Night this past week.
It's Youth Investment Night here at AJ McClung Memorial Stadium as the presenting sponsor, Synovus Bank of Columbus, Georgia. It's a great partner to have, being the supporting sponsor of Columbus United FC. Another opportunity, Joe McMahon looking to cross right at the keeper. Brino Zanola rolls it over to Defa, middle of the field. Pushing it over to Fontaine. Good touch on the ball by Fischel. Over to Gettridge. That Columbus United back line just getting their touches. Tennessee not pressing that much, but they are being cautious of that goal lead. 1-0 so far here in the first half. Over to Hayes. Out of play, throw in for United. Correction, it'll be a throw in for Tennessee. It's a beautiful night for some soccer. Live from AJ McClung Memorial Stadium in Midtown Columbus. Decent sized crowd here. And that's going to go right to the keeper. There's really nothing there for McMahon. Gettridge with some space. Passes it to the mid defender, Villatoro. Back over to Fontaine. Now Evans Duffa. Oh, what a move. Turning it up the field, and now that pass just too high out of play. That midfielder, once he got touch on the ball, he took a spin move and thought he could turn up field, and Columbus United thought they might have had a breakaway, that pass was just too far. Here comes Tennessee. And a nice slide tackle by Eric Villatoro. A clean slide tackle by Villatoro. And there's a shot on goal, another shot attempt. Joe McMahon right to the keeper. Now here comes United. Fischel over to Duffa. Evans Duffa, who was on the team last year, had an impact for the team that played in the NPSL. Reached the national semifinal, lost to FC Motown. They had an incredible run last year, winning the Gulf South and the Southern region. But playing in the USL2 this year, that sails over in the corner and trying to save it. And here comes Defa. Back over to the back line to Gettridge. Nice spin move. Turning up the field, looking to cross. And as Dostello gets taken down and the keeper sliding to get the save. A good job by Vincent Sanchez. And we're going to get a goal kick. 37th minute of the match. We've got two 45-minute halves with stoppage time. Right now, it looks like maybe 2 minutes of stoppage time. But we'll see what the official call is from the PA announcer. Tennessee with space. Pushing it up. Over to Rossi. Crossing into the bar. Out of play. Goal kick. Rossi was just trying to angle it, but he was hoping that a teammate would be there to clean up the mess. And here comes United. The double team. Over to Hayes. Fischel passes it. Now over to Gettridge. Villatoro. The back line to Defa. Just staying patient, keeping the touches on the ball. Let's see United try to get an offensive breakaway. But Tennessee SC is playing conservative on defense. They are not taking any chances. But you got to think, down a goal, does Columbus United FC play a little aggressive, especially with the half winding down? And what you don't want to do if you're Tennessee FC is to have a turnover on your side of the field. They almost gave that one up. And United has an opportunity, and that was a takedown that was not called. Sometimes the ref doesn't see it, and they play on. Oh, what a pass. Now it's a foot race to the ball. Looking to cross. There's nobody there. And what a play there by Columbus United to get it out of there. Still in play. And that looks like it was a slip and a trip. He just slipped on the field. And this is the first time that Columbus United FC has played on grass. They practice at Otis Spencer Stadium, which is turf, and they played their games last year on turf at Kinnett Stadium. So just getting the feel of grass, it just feels different. You got to play different. It's just not as fast as turf. Looking at cross, deflected, out of play. Nope, that was in play. And keeper's ball. From this angle, it looked like it was going out of bounds, but the keeper was able to control it. '41st minute of the match. Tennessee SC leads 1-0 over Columbus United FC. Tennessee 1-0 on the season in the South Central Division. We got some other matches going on today, including Dothan United taking on Montgomery United FC. We also have Birmingham Legion FC 2 taking on Southern Soccer Academy. Those are the other matches going on in the South Central Division. That header just off the mark. There's a good header there by Hogan Walker. He's already got the 1 goal so far in this match. He's trying to go for 2 goals. And at this point, I think United, they would like to try to get an equalizer goal before the half, but I think they just need to regroup. They got to hope to get out of this half, not giving up another goal. Just try to regroup and maybe change up the strategy for the second half. But I'll tell you what, these fans have really been inspiring. These are the type of fans that are soccer fans. They're banging the drums. They've got the flags. I mean, this is really the atmosphere if you ever go to an Atlanta United game. We kind of got that feel here in Columbus with Columbus United FC. Over to Fischel. Throw in coming up. That's going to be Tennessee SC with the throw in. Oh, and this is a deflection. Fontaine. Back over to Hayes and the keeper. Time winding down here in the first half. Can Columbus United push it? It's a foot race to the ball, and that's a clean tackle. And the ref is actually going to call a whistle. It's going to call a foul on Eric Villatoro as Hogan Walker hits the ground. And it was incidental contact. They were both going for the ball. As the clock continues to run here, it's like we might end up having 3 minutes of stoppage time. Hogan Walker with this free kick. He's going to try to boot this with his left foot. Columbus United building the mini wall. Let's see what angle he could take on this free kick. He's got the angle where he can maybe get a set-piece goal with a teammate help. It's in the box. And that header is controlled by Gettridge, and it goes out of play. A throw-in coming up for Tennessee SC.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, just a reminder, the time is kept on the field. Time is kept on the field.
Be a throw-in, Tennessee SC. In the box, the header. Columbus United just trying to get it out of there. Oh, and a missed opportunity. That one sails out of bounds, and a goal kick for United. Trying to regroup. This is the home opener for Columbus United FC, live from AJ McClung Memorial Stadium. We're live on NBC Sports Engine Play, presented by Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Villatoro with it, and we are in stoppage time as it is kept on the field. Evans Duffa back over on that far side, pushing it up. That's a good pass. He can control it, and he doesn't. That's a goal kick for Tennessee SC. Looks like that was Gettridge that had a shot at it. And that header, Villatoro got some space. And good job taking that away. Columbus United now with some space. Tennessee FC turnover. Rossi, slide tackle by Villatoro. Header. Defa gets a touch on the ball, back to the keeper. Back over to Defa. Evans Defa. Taken by Tennessee FC, and now they got a breakaway. He's got speed. And taking it away is Fischel. Defa, got to watch out that that's not a handball. But Evans Defa trying to slow it down so they can get the possession. Columbus United just needs to get a possession here. To come up with something, drawing up a play, looking to cross. It's in the box. And nobody's there to clean up the possibility for a shot attempt, and they'll sail out of bounds. And we're going to go ahead and have another goal kick coming up for Tennessee SC. We're at 4 minutes of stoppage time. And that will do it for the half. Tennessee SC leads Columbus United FC by a score of 1-0.
Season ticket holders go to the table next to the merchandise stand.
We're going to go ahead and step aside and take a break as you're watching USL 2 Soccer on NBC Sports Engine Play, presented by Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back to AJ McClung Memorial Stadium here in Columbus, Georgia. Start of the second half, Tennessee SC on top 1-0 over Columbus United. Hogan Walker with the only goal of the match. Columbus United FC started out aggressive. They had a couple of shots on goal, 3 to be exact. And Tennessee SC able to take advantage of a turnover, had a breakaway, and a goal scored by Hogan Walker thanks to a terrific pass from Samuel Muteri. And Muteri is midfield, get ready to kick this one off. And the start of the second half is underway here at AJ McClung, as now Columbus United FC is going from right to left as they have switched sides of the field. United trying to push, and it gets back to that back line for Tennessee SC. Got a little tripped up and a whistle. Jack Breen had a touch on the ball. Set up for a free kick. Going to position himself, and that one sails across the field with a header. Trying to control it. United back over to that back line. That's Riley Barrett. Keeper's ball. Didn't really mention a whole lot about the defense for Tennessee SC. Alejandro Carrillo is patrolling that mid-defensive position. United just trying to push it up. It's a foot race to the ball and a header. And a good header by Carrillo. Tennessee SC, and the keeper's ball goes right to him. And rolls it over to Gettridge. Gettridge with the touch. That was an attempted pass which is stolen by Elliott. And now back over to Fontaine. Trying to control the touch. Back out to Defa. Evans Dafa racing to it, and it goes out of play. And a throw in for Columbus United. Taking that Andy Melendez on that near side. Back over to Gettridge. Gettridge with the dribble. Pass back over to Gettridge. Over to Dafa, patrolling the midfield. Back over to the far side of the defense. And that is going to go out of play, and a throw-in coming up for Tennessee SC. Tennessee SC already 1-0 on the season, getting a 2-1 victory against Apothos FC May the 14th. Tennessee SC out of Nolensville, Tennessee, just outside of Nashville. That's in the middle of the box, 50-50 ball, and right at the keeper. Vincent Sanchez says he's got it. He ain't having any of that, and he's going to roll it over his defender. There's a foot race to it. Good job by Gettridge getting it out of there. Deflected off of Dafa. Evans Dafa. Little slide on it. And then deflection gives the possession back to Columbus United. And there's going to be a foot race over on that near side. It's Fusharo. Out of play. Correction. That is Carter Berg. One of the key players from last year's team for Columbus United. Over to Villatoro. Gettridge, plenty of space. A touch over to Dafa over at the midfield. Dafa passes it over to the far side. And deflected. And it sails into the bleachers, and a throw-in coming up for Columbus United. They will be on the road May the 21st. Birmingham Legion 2 FC. And back here at AJ McClung next Saturday against Dothan United. 7 home matches in total for this USL season, playing in the South Central Division. Looking to cross. Passes it inside, taking a deflection. Great defense by Tennessee FC. And now there's a 50-50 ball back to the keeper. That was the right move. Villatoro had to get it back to the keeper, and now Evans Dafa back to Villatoro. When you have a foot race to the ball, you want to keep it out of the hands of the striker. Villatoro trusts his goalkeeper and just knows that the keeper is going to take the ball and just give it back to him. And no call, letting him play on. Dafa with the touch. Taking a deflection. Little slide tackle. Andrew Elliott, nice slide tackle. And here comes United with the turnover. Have an opportunity right to the keeper. And that's going to be our first offsides of the match. As you can feel the excitement from the fans here at AJ McClung Memorial Stadium. Waving the flags, banging the drums. The only thing missing is a vuvuzela. Take me back to the 2010 World Cup days in South Africa. It's just there's a cross. Header. Great play by number 14. Devin Vidal, who is one of the key players from last year's team, the team that was in the NPSL that reached the national semifinal, lost to FC Motown, won the Gulf South region and won the Southern region, the Gulf Coast Sunshine Conference, and then the Southern region. As As you can tell, it is a hot night here in Georgia. As it's the heat index still, even with the sun down, still in the 80s. Free kick coming up for Tennessee SC. Sails into the box, deflected, still in play, header, and United tries to get it out of there. Keeper is all the way at midfield as that sails into the bleachers, and another throw-in coming up for Columbus United. We want to thank our audience watching us on NBC Sports Engine Play. Just download the app to your smartphone or create a free account on your computer. You can watch any USL2 game for free. We are presented by Georgia Alabama Sports Live. There's a deflection. Back out to Fontaine. Nice pass. Fontaine going to try to race for it. Looking to cross. Fontaine being guarded by Tijerin. And two players getting tied up over in the corner. Might have a corner kick coming up for United. That's exactly what's going to happen as Columbus United setting up for this corner kick. How are they going to play this one? '53rd minute of the match. It sails into the box. Header! Oh, just off the mark! That was Gettridge on the header. About a foot away from making it 1-1. That was designed perfectly on a set piece. And Tennessee SC with a little sigh of relief, because that was designed perfectly. There'll be a goal kick coming up for Tennessee. Back over, near side, Barrett. Kicks it over the far side at the midfield position. Trying to push. One-on-one with the keeper. The keeper's got it. Great save by Zanola. Over to Defa. Gettridge, who almost had the equalizer. Last possession, Columbus United had the ball in their territory. Tennessee FC trying to push it. Two players colliding. Out of play and a throw-in coming up. This point in the match, Columbus United down 1 goal in the second half. The strategy has got to change. They've had opportunities. Come so close to the equalizer. Throw in, trying to take it, deflected. Corner coming up for Tennessee SC. You could just feel the intensity of the soccer crowd here at AJ McClung Memorial Stadium. It's always great traditions. And you see that worldwide. And it feels that soccer atmosphere here in Columbus. There's a header. It's in the box. Trying to position to the angle. Header. It goes over the goal. And a goal kick for Columbus United. We do have a Tennessee SC player down.
A special thanks to Columbus and the Valley for your support for Columbus United. We appreciate it.
Next home game is Saturday, May the 24th, and it is 80s night presented by Pepsi to celebrate the first state championship won by a Columbus youth team in 1987. We are rolling back the prices to 1980. or 1985, whatever you think, hosting fun promotions to honor Columbus United's 73 team. Many of its members are part of the current ownership group. The match will feature Columbus United versus Dothan United. Stay tuned for announcements about 80s Night presented by Pepsi. And I tell you, when you think 1980s, you think of Pepsi. You think of a choice of a new generation. It's a great sponsor to promote 80s Night. Got a free kick coming up for Columbus United. Over to Gettridge. With the touch. Back to Gettridge. Villatoro. Back to the keeper. And that was a yellow card that was issued to Samuel Muteri. So he's gonna have to be very careful. Looking to cross, shot, and deflected. Gettridge with a header. Another header, Defa. Shot and keeper's ball. And diving on it is Sanchez. Long punt, back over to the keeper. Pretty big crowd here at AJ McClung Memorial Stadium. A lot of bleacher seats full on this side of the bleachers. We expect to have big crowds all season long, like we did last year. Devin Vital with a touch, a throw in for United. As we are about to approach the 60th minute of the match. Columbus United trails 1-0 to Tennessee SC, who's already 1-0 on the season early on in the South Central Division of the USL2. And the throw-in. They go to Fontaine. Trying to control it. Yeah, Shugai Kalisa is coming in as a sub for Columbus United. Throw in for Tennessee SC. Good touch on the ball. Sails almost into the box, trying to control it. Looking to cross. Joe McMahon with the touch. Walker, he's got the 1 goal so far. Muteri looking to cross. It's in the box. Columbus United right there. And that'll be a goal kick. That ball was out of bounds. As Tennessee trying to save it. Other action around the South Central Division in the USL2. Birmingham Legion FC taking on Southern Soccer Academy at Marathon Park. And then we got Montgomery United FC taking on Dothan United at Rip Hughes Stadium. Tennessee SC will next play Southern Soccer Academy. They will have their home opener That's going to be in Franklin, at Franklin High School. Here comes United, looking to cross. In the box, and that's off just high of the net. And a goal kick for Tennessee SC. Columbus United getting a little bit more aggressive in this second half. 62nd minute, down a goal. Players just trying to get loose. Not a whole lot of space on this field because traditionally they play football here, so the players are actually sitting on the bleachers, on the other side of the bleachers. Back to the keeper. Over to Kalisa. Good touch, pushing it up, Fontaine. Fontaine trying to push it up. And that's going to go right to Sanchez. Gettridge. Just not enough there. See if Columbus United tries to press. And it's stolen. They have an opportunity here. And the shot on goal, and that is going to be taken by Sanchez. Sanchez punts it away. The header by Fontaine. Back out Villatoro. Trying to keep the touch on the ball. Devin Vidal. Deflected. It goes into the bleachers and a throw-in for United. 64th minute of the match. Tennessee SC trying to go to 2-0 in the South Central Division. Early on in the USL2. Upcoming soccer matches. Tennessee SC taking on Southern Soccer Academy. Asheville City SC taking on Apothos FC. Next week, we got Columbus United and Dothan United. East Atlanta FC is hosting Southern Soccer Academy. And that's going to be on Sunday, May 25th. Don't forget, June the 4th, Columbus United FC is taking on Apothos FC on Ted Lasso Night, presented by Scofflaw Brewing. First 1,000 fans will receive a free Ted Lasso-inspired mustache. Man, I wish they could make another season of that. I love that show. Tickets are on sale now. Plan to join us for a fun night when we take on the former NPSL national finalists, Apothos FC from Atlanta. Join us for a great Scofflaw beer and great soccer match between Columbus and Atlanta. Here comes United. Andy Melendez with the touch. Back out to Hayes. Hayes looking to cross. Header just missed, and that was Devin Vidal out of play. Is that going to be a corner? Yes, it will. It will be a corner kick. No, no, are they not saying it's a corner? Now they're saying it's a goal kick. The ref changes his mind there. I thought he was putting up the flag saying that was going to be a corner kick. That'll be a goal kick for Tennessee SC. I tell you, Columbus United could have used a corner there. Last time they had a corner, almost had a goal by Gettridge with a header that just missed the net. We'll see if Columbus United can get aggressive. And Columbus United, they're just still trying to figure their team out. They had a friendly last week. That was at Doughboy Stadium on the military base at Fort Benning. They took on Fort Benning FC. They won 5-0, but most importantly, they were able to get some touches. And they were able to just get out on the pitch and play a little soccer at historic Doughboy Stadium. And with a new league, I mean, you have different opponents. Slide tackle. It looked like that was a clean tackle by Max Titerion. And looks like we'll have a corner kick coming up for Columbus United FC here in the 67th minute. We want to thank you for watching us on NBC Sports Engine Play as we are presented by Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Corner in the box, header. That was a nice header by Jack Barine. And right to the keeper. He wants to hurry. Trying to get everybody online. And there's a header by the goalkeeper. And we get a whistle. Was that incidental contact? Let's see what the call is. And they're going to play on. Kalisa. And the flag goes up. We've got a collision between Rossi and Devin Vidal. Who's the free kick going to be on? Love seeing the new kit this year. You have Pepsi in the back, the Houston Clinic logo with the Puma logo as well. A lot of season ticket holders getting that free kit. See a lot of scarves in the building too here at the stadium. And soccer enthusiasts are really very passionate because when it comes to soccer, it is all or nothing. I mean, I have a cousin who would watch Bayern Munich in Bundesliga at 3 o'clock in the morning. And that is a definition of a soccer enthusiast. Of course, when Atlanta United FC came into existence in the state of Georgia, we got introduced to the MLS team, and they've had a lot of success. We've seen soccer grow in Georgia with several of the club teams. We've got several South Central Division teams from Atlanta. Oh, the slide tackle. Got to get it out of there, and they do. Oh, I'm trying to save that. Could not, and it is a throw-in for Tennessee SC. That was a good effort by Carter Berg. And we got a whistle here in the 70th minute of the match. They play 90 here at the USL 2. Tier number 4 of the United States Soccer Federation. And this is a developmental league that consists of international players, some collegiate players, some high school players. The goal is to get to the next level. And we definitely could see some future MLS players playing here in USL 2. Here comes Columbus United. Right to the keeper. And it looks like Devin Vidal took a hard fall. He's still on the ground. Let's hope he is okay. Slow getting up, but he's going to get back to his defensive position. Right to the keeper. He's going to pass it over to Gettridge. Gettridge with some space. Left-footed touch. And a turnover. And back out, Carson Cook. Sub checking into the game. We also have Musa Yasane, also a brand new sub. Tennessee SC shot, upper 90, just missed. We got another player down on the field. That's Joe McMahon. Slow to get up. It's a beautiful night here for soccer in Columbus, Georgia. Did have a little bit of rain in the forecast earlier today. Doesn't really affect the field of play, although they are playing on grass. But it wasn't enough to make the field muddy. Over to Gettridge. Gettridge with space. Gettridge. That pass. That's a nice pass. Over to Melendez. There'll be a throw-in. Melendez is going to take this throw-in. Back over to Kalisa. Passes it all the way to the far side with a touch. Carter Berg. Changes position. There's Rita Ikarin, who's checked into the game. Player from Morocco, played collegiate soccer at North Carolina. Also former indoor soccer player for the Columbus Rapids, who was a soccer team here for 2 seasons in Columbus. Back out to Gettridge. Gettridge into the box, and that goes out of play. And that's going to be a corner coming up for Columbus United. Taking this corner is Valentin Fontaine. Fontaine sails into the box. Touch. Back out. Melendez. Carter Berg. Villatoro trying to chase it down and gets into a little tussle there with Joe McMahon. And they're just crashing the boards. And another Tennessee SC player down. It's starting to get physical there. Physical play here in the home opener for Columbus United FC. First year in the USL 2. They have over 118 clubs all over the country. They belong in the Southern Conference and the South Central Division. With 9 teams. They will play. They don't play every team at home. They will have 7 home games. Some of those teams they will play on the road. Here comes Tennessee SC with an opportunity, looking to cross, and it sails over the goal, and a goal kick coming up for Columbus United. Entering the 76th minute of the match. We want to thank you for watching us on NBC Sports Engine Play, presented by Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Just set up your free account, and you can watch any game from the USL 2 all across the country. Rita Ikarin. That was intended for Vidal, and that'll be a throw-in going the other way for Tennessee SC. Don't forget, next week, May the 24th, Columbus United FC back in action against Dothan United. And then they'll have a special Wednesday night match on June the 4th. It'll be Ted Lasso night. As we pay homage to one of the greatest soccer sitcoms of all time, the fictional AFC Richmond. Enjoyed just hearing their story, although it's very unrealistic. They would not make a Division II college football coach be a soccer coach for an English Premier team, but that's why it's fiction. But, yeah, soccer fans love Ted Lasso. A great comedy. It almost got taken away. Kalisa. And that, a nice play, and here comes Columbus United on a breakaway. Pass over to Carter Berg, looking to cross. Berg, and that's deflected. Corner coming up for United. United took advantage of a turnover by Tennessee. Now looking across. Into the box. Header. Right at the keeper. And Sanchez is going to take his time with this. Tennessee SC is trying to just get out of here with a win. They did get the one goal in the first half by Hogan Walker. It was on a turnover. They got the breakaway goal, and that's where we stand. Tennessee SC leads 1-0. Yasina with space for Riley Barrett. Middle of the field, back to Barrett. Good touch. Back over to Yasina. Barrett near side, crosses all the way to the mid defender. That's Carrillo with the touch. And a turnover. Here comes United. Regroups. Trying to get the footing. Back over to Kalisa with space. Over to the near side, Dennis Hayes. Hayes turns up the field. Shot deflected. And that's taken by Fontaine. There was nobody back there for Tennessee SC on that defensive line. Everybody's up front. Kalisa. And that was just a miscommunication. Still in play? No, that's out of bounds. But that was off of Tennessee SC. It'll be a throw-in for Columbus United. Actually, no, this is going to be a free kick. The ref did call a foul there as they were both colliding in it before it went out of bounds. The ref with the whistle. And a little delay. We'll try up this free kick once again. Dennis Hayes going to take this free kick for Columbus United. 80th minute of the match. It's going in the box. Header. Was that deflected off Tennessee SC? We got a corner coming up for United. Taking this corner is Rida Ikarin, who is a veteran soccer player, 26 years old. Played on the team last season. And he is just a versatile striker from Morocco. It goes into the box. Header. Oh, and a save there by Sanchez. As Devin Vidal had a goal opportunity. Ikarin gets taken down. And the refs, I think they might call something. That might be, no, they're not going to call anything. That's going to be a goal kick coming up for Tennessee SC. Another opportunity missed by Columbus United FC. Devin Vidal with a header in the box and a big save by Sanchez.
Join Columbus United for the official away game watch party at Daisy Park, Highside Market.
Next game is going to be May the 21st. They will travel on the road to take on Birmingham Legion FC 2. You can check out their official watch party at Highside Market on 13th Street. Come hang with Columbus United players that are not traveling with the team. And many of the Columbus United fans. Vidal takes it away. Good job defensively there by Devin Vidal. Back out, pushing it up, 50-50. Shot! Score! Carter Berg with the equalizer in the 82nd minute. We're tied 1-1. And that goal was drawn up. Andy Melendez. You have a cross in the box, and Carter Berg was right place, right time. And we are all tied at 1 apiece here at AJ McClung Memorial Stadium. United had several chances and almost saved that one. They'll throw in for Tennessee United, or Tennessee SC. I just made up a brand new team. Alejandro Carrillo. Back out to Yasina. And that fired up the fans here at AJ McClung. A header by United. Back out to Carson Cook. Carson Cook looks like he stands 6'5", maybe is 220. That is a big defensive back for Tennessee SC. Carson Cook trying to get the touch on the ball, and that's going to be a throw-in coming up for Columbus United. Dennis Hayes going to take it. United trying to press. Opportunity, shot, upper 90, above the net. And that was Joe McMahon. Hogan Walker, who's got the only goal for Tennessee SC, was also there on the play. We're going to get a goal kick coming up for Columbus United. 84th minute of the match. Tied at 1. Just checking. So I was told by the management, the people that know the rules of USL soccer, there is no overtime. At 90 minutes, if no other goals are scored, we will end in a 1-1 tie. Here's a corner coming up. There's a header, just missed. And, you know, the way that Columbus United, they were down 1-0. They'll take the points. But you got 4 minutes left. Columbus United could try to draw something up here to try to get this win. If I'm Coach Brett Teach, I'm going for the win. I mean, they've had their opportunities here in the second half. They've been aggressive. But what a goal by Carter Berg to tie it up at 1-1. And that's going to be a turnover. United with it. Let's see if United can do something with it with 86 minutes in the match. Oh, and taken away by Carson Cook. And there's a breakaway. And an offsides. Oh, he cannot believe it. He's beside himself. The refs called offsides on Hogan Walker. Walker thought he had one-on-one with the keeper. We're live here at AJ McClung Memorial Stadium, 1-1. We got a great soccer match here for you here in Columbus, Georgia, the home opener for Columbus United FC. Second year of existence. First year in USL 2. Throw in. Icarin in the box, deflected. Corner coming up for Columbus United. And Rita Icarin going to take this corner. That was Carter Berg again. It was with the heat and Coach Teach just getting some fresh legs in the second half. Sails into the box. Berg plays it off the chest. Out of play. Goal kick coming up for Tennessee SC. Approaching the 88th minute of the match. We'll try to see what the stoppage time is going to be. Might be 2 minutes. We'll go ahead and tack it on. Deflection and steal. Carter Berg gets taken down, and that will be a whistle. That is a whistle on Riley Barrett. Icarin over to Vidal. Far side. Vidal looking to cross. Hayes. Sailing into the box. Trying to keep the touch on the ball, and the throw-in coming up. Columbus United going to get quick to the ball. Calicia. Over to Fontaine. Back to Calicia. Calicia sailing over into the corner for Hayes. Hayes back out. Throw-in coming up. That was deflected off Tennessee SC. Got to hurry up quick. Icarin back over to that far side. Can Columbus United try to get the go-ahead goal to give them the win? Or will this game end in a tie? Right now, you cannot allow Tennessee SC any momentum to try to get that goal. I think Columbus United would be satisfied with just getting out of here with the tie, but they can get aggressive here. Approaching the 90th minute. How much stoppage time is going to be added? I don't think there's going to be any because the clock is just winding down. And they actually do stop the clock, so we'll have probably a minute of stoppage time.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder that the time is kept on the field. Time is kept on the
They
field.
said time is kept on the field, so we're going to go ahead and we'll go ahead and add 1 minute of stoppage time. And just for you watching at home, our scoreboard is different than the scoreboard in the stadium.
Let's stick around after the match for Autograph Alley on the pitch, where you can meet the players and coaches.
By the way, if you're here in the stadium, you could stick around for Autograph Alley on the pitch, as soccer fans can get their favorite player's autograph after the game. Here we go. United going to go ahead and throw this one in. Do they have enough to try to get something here? Try to take the lead with possession. Gettridge. Back out to Melendez. Calicia. Icarin back to Melendez. Over to Rita Icarin. Looking to cross. Oh, good defense by Carson Cook. Icarin with it. Shot in the box, deflected. Tennessee SC with it. And a nice header by Villatoro. Gettridge with the touch. Far side over to Fischel. Back to Fischel. Gettridge pushes it up. And that sails out of the stadium. And it'll be a throw-in coming up for Columbus United. And just estimating 2 minutes of stoppage time here. And when they say in the press box that the time is kept on the field, that the refs know when there's an injury, they track the seconds. And so we don't know up here how much stoppage time is. But right now the clock does say zeros. And we're just waiting to hear the whistles. Gettridge in the box, header, and that's going to be a goal! Columbus United takes the lead, and that might be the goal that puts them on top for the win. That was in stoppage time on a throw-in. Trying to see exactly who scored the goal. That might have been Valentin Fontaine. What are they saying now? The scoreboard does say United 2-1. No goal, it does not count. We just got the confirmation from the press box. And you hearing the boo birds here at AJ McClung. It looked like Valentina Fontaine had the go-ahead goal, but he might have been offsides. And that is the whistle. And if you're a Columbus United FC fan, you've got to be disappointed because that looked like it was supposed to be a win, but they are going to leave the stadium in a 1-1 tie. But you gotta feel some enthusiasm for this team because they were down 1-0. They have the game-tying goal by Carter Berg, so they leave here with a point. Your final score here at AJ McClung Memorial Stadium: Columbus United FC and Tennessee SC end in a 1-1 draw. Columbus United will next take on Birmingham Legion FC 2 on the road May the 21st. Tennessee SC will be on the road taking on Southern Soccer Association. Don't forget to join us next Saturday for 80s night as Columbus United FC will take on Dothan United, as we will honor the 1987 Columbus youth team that won the state championship. We are rolling back the prices back to 1980s, hosting fun promotions to honor the Columbus United 73 team. Many of the members are proud part of the current ownership group. The match will feature Columbus United and Dothan United. I want to thank my producer, Chris Gates. I want to thank everybody watching us on NBC Sports Engine Play, presented by Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Once again, Columbus United and Tennessee SC end in a 1-1 tie. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Have a great night, everybody.